The situation in Iraq right now is really concentrated around the whole Daesh, ISIS piece, and is focused very much on the north. And so what has happened? We've now cleared Anbar. The advance is going up the Tigris Valley, and Mosul should be liberated in the next weeks or months. What state it's in at the end of that, and what state the infrastructure is in at the end of that, and equally what state the oil infrastructure is going to be in at the end of that is anybody's guess, but it won't be good. So there'll be a lot of infrastructure issues there. Plus, add to that, probably between 1.5 and 2 million internally displaced people, with winter coming on and nowhere to go, a major headache for a government that is already very, very stretched financially. That brings us on to the oil price, in that when the Iraqi government started doing its financial plans years ago, they were looking at somewhere between $70 and $80 a barrel to provide the infrastructure that they needed to develop the oil and get more oil out and sell more oil, and it would become a sort of self-fulfilling economy. Two things have happened. The oil price has gone down, so they've got less money, and they're fighting a war, which they weren't planning to fight. So the war is taking a lot of the income that they have, so there's a lot less for social programs, and there's a lot less to invest in the infrastructure. When it comes down to the oil companies, the Iraqi government, through the Ministry of Oil, and in particular the Southern Oil Company, are being a lot harder-nosed about what is a recoverable cost. Security used to fit into that, but now they will be looking at what they are getting for the cost that is being recovered from them in terms of security.
And what are the benefits of being here at ADIPEC 2016?
For us, operating in the Middle East with companies that are operating in the Middle East, obviously with an Iraqi focus, we find out who the players are. Who's interested in coming into Iraq probably is more important question for us than who's already there. We know who's already there, but there are people here who see the future in Iraq being quite challenging but worth being in there. They're not quite sure how to do it. And where we've found some value here is very much identifying those people, but also identifying organisations that may be able to help bring them together with us, so that it's good for our business to be able to turn to somebody and say, well, we live and operate in Iraq. It's not quite as bad as sometimes you see in the news, and we'd be perfectly happy to help you come in, navigate all the difficult areas, and by that we don't just mean bombs, bullets, mines, we mean bureaucracy and community and all that sort of stuff, which is where being plugged into the Iraqi community for us is a major advantage, in that we have a very good feel for ground truth wherever we operate. And so ADIPEC really has allowed us to expand our portfolio of people that we think we might do business in the future, but has also allowed us to explain to them what it is we can do for them in a sensible sit-down manner that I think makes us become a list on their list of choices, a name on their list of choices, which is really where we want to end up.